Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome, for a long time we've been waiting his presence. He say Chromatics, I not coming yet until the album drop, right? So run tune and let's introduce our guest here today. First, KLASE.
Yeah.
I don't know what you telling them.
It's a pleasure for me to be in the place, you know. Trinidad and Tobago is first class signing in, never signing out, right? So the volume is Chromatics. Listen. I don't talk much, just straight headshot, cause the links them tough on my hands. Low smoke cigarette, only split for me, and the OG tough on my hands. Sure about all of my friends, man's done them right. Day or night we slide. Matic, listen, I'm talking to them right now, rest up Matic. Listen. I never fail on a girl mission, yet is a big fact. Trinidad girl with a big back. Choppy done say he go hit that. Land in LA with the loader. A white girl pull up with some loud pack. If you see what I make, you go doubt that. If you see what I make, you go doubt that. Hundreds and fifties and commas and digits. Yeah, I live for myself, brother. How you feeling? Yeah, if I play mad, but dog them go. Yeah. Word on the street is that I am the realest. Yeah, they mind too. Weak men can't compete. When the drip god step, y'all start get weak. My shoes them fresh, I'm a rocks them real. I'm a island boy, so me smoke enough. Sip champagne on a Trinidad beach, and I don't post much, so my girl can't see. And I don't like talk. We just talk peas, right? We just talk peas. I don't talk much, just straight headshot. Cause the links them tough on my
You're listening to the grind.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the long-awaited first class
in the place.
You understand? And the whole
gang,
squad,
the whole
team.
That's how it rolls.
Smelling of that loud. They just the door open and I just smell loud. And then the team walking in.
Before they see yeah, we mix and master out there according to chops. That's how we just roll to Chromatics because it's a family.
No doubt.
You understand? When you see the Trapikal team, it's a family. You see who is be around. It's a few of them not here right now. Big up Uncle.
Yeah.
Big up Dirty.
He on the live. Dirty on the live, I believe.
Juve.
Yeah.
Big up Frenzy. Big up Ray. Big up Cody. The Trapikal team is a movement now.
Well, that's, I mean, we will get into it, you know. We will get into it because there's a lot we have to talk about, you know what I'm saying? So, first of all, I kind of want to get, all right, I mean, I don't think we will get that deep day today in terms of, you know, your entire musical background and all of that. But I kind of want, for those who don't know, which is probably few and far between, you know, KLASE is a super producer, has worked in the soca arena and general music arena for decades. You could say.
I would say a decade and a half.
A decade and a half. Yeah, right? And at a certain point, you started doing like these live shows and you started mixing trap music, hip-hop music with soca, right? And then that turned into
transition into the artist thing, correct?
Into the artist thing. So give me the spur behind that. Why, how come? What made you? All right, I've been producing soca all these years, and well, different things, you know, dance or music on a whole. But you really went into this sort of gonna produce trap music and put Iowa George on a rhythm and Marshall on a rhythm and play it in that dance. And I will be frank, I've seen you play it live in many a show and mash up the place.
Yeah,
trust you know what I mean?
Because here we're going. I'm gonna give you this piece of history. I signed a deal with Interscope Records and Jerry Wonder in 2012.
Okay.
A record deal, like a music production and writing deal.
Right.
So within doing that now, when I started working with them, they realized, well, wait, this kid could do a little more than what we signed him for. What else we could use him for? Right. So they start pairing me with this next producer, DJ Gill, called Eva Shaw, who was signed to Calvin Harris and Sony. Right. At the time, but she's a DJ. She's open for Major Lazer and Skrillex and Calvin Harris and all them. So
yes, I believe at that point you had gone to shows with her.
I toured with her for 3-4 years.
Yeah.
So they start putting us together to produce together for people like Diplo and people like David Guetta and all kind of people. Right. And she used to do her show. And she saw the show with me and London in Life in Color. And say, yo, you used to do that? I said, yeah. And she was like, I do have a MC, you know, I do have a mic man. I just come and DJ and put my hands up and don't talk to nobody. So I need somebody to, well, she fired the thing now. I said, what? I said,
well, she fired the thing.
I said, say less, we go do it. And then we do a show in New York for Rock Nation. And from there, they just put me on her set.
Well, but give me a little backstory on the deal, though. How did the deal happen initially with the deal with Interscope?
I I went to New York to do a show with Boy. By them time I was dancing for Boy. For those who don't know who Boy is, that's Marshall.
So many different facets of your career, but go ahead.
Yeah. Right? And we went to Jerry Wonder's studio to produce Make It Shake for Marshall and Busta.
Right.
And I met Jerry that night. Jerry said,
what year that was?
2011.
So long ago that tune was? Okay.
No, that song come out the year after. That come out end of 2012. But we did it then.
Right.
Because Bucket was out when we went out there and do that.
So now 2011?
It was Bucket. 2011 was Bucket,
2011. So that was the year when I meet you on the corner in Brooklyn with the loud packs, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
yeah. And it came out of the club. And yeah. But them time it wasn't legal. But go ahead. Yeah.
That's crazy. I remember that.
I have a whole insane story about this man, you know, but we will get into that.
Yeah, right. So boom, we went and do the Make It Shake. Jerry meet me and say, yo, Marshall, who is this kid? And is he signed to you? Marshall say, who Class? I'm a dancer. He's been some bad rhythm and thing. He's been some bad rhythm and thing. And Jerry say, so you don't have him signed? He said, nah, I never signed Class. And Jerry said, well, we had a talk. And then we had a conversation, bro, and it was good. So I signed a 7-year deal. Okay.
A 7-year deal, so production deal. So production writing sort of deal. Yeah, right.
But in the deal, they find out that the youth could do a little more than just write and produce. So that's when they start pairing me with Eva and we start touring. We tour all around the place, but China, everywhere in the US, 50 states, everything, Europe, all over the place, bro. I fly more places with her than I do with Boy and them.
Good.
So from that DJing thing, I start realizing, bro, if I could turn over a party like this with some DJ thing, I'm gonna turn over the party with a tune.
Right.
So,
but she was playing the music, or you were doing the mixes, the tropical mixes, or you reached there yet?
We used to make those mixes together,
right,
and play them.
Okay, so you used to get like the soca acapellas, and she make the trap beats, or you help with them. Yeah.
But then that used to leak over into when I come home and it's carnival time. I'm making my own first class trap soca mix of my thing what going on in carnival now and play it in party and mash up the dance and thing. So from doing that, all them time I working with Choppy, producing and thing, and Choppy in my ears right through, pause saying, Classy, you gotta sing a song, you know. And I say, oh God, Chops, I don't sing no song. Ask him, I lie you. He say artist class time, bro. The ID level up.
Right.
He tell me that. Kes tell me that. A couple of people to Ding Dong tell me that. Dog is a star. You look like an artist. Why you ain't do it? Cause again, no disrespect to soca, dancehall, or anything. I didn't want to sing a soca song. I love soca. I love dancehall. I love all these genres. But I produced that. If I had to sing a song, I like my trap, dog.
So alright, so that brings me to this. Well, let me play a tune and we'll come back with that, yes?
Yeah.
So no, actually no, let's not play a tune yet. That brings me to this. How did hip hop? So you like your trap?
I love trap music.
And you've been doing soca all these years.
Yeah, bro, I used to produce hip hop beats before.
I know.
And dancehall beats before the soca thing take off for we. But that never take off home. And in the music home, it had people who would check me as well to do music that is not that. And it's not to say that I'm a hip hop producer. I'm a music producer.
Yeah, facts.
So people check me to do our soca. Facts. People also know when you hear first class, it is not your regular soca thing. It's some kind of fusion, mix up something. We think and them must be very different. So that was always the thing, a unique sound, a different sound. But
and you decide you want to go, alright, if you're an artist, you jumping on trap.
Trap, full Trini accent too.
Right, right. Which was, yeah, for sure. I mean, that was you did that on purpose, obviously.
Correct.
I mean, we say that now,
yes.
You know, on purpose, but it's just how your song, your natural song. Yeah.
And of course,
having Choppy behind you, coming out, doing hip hop as well. And that's how them fellas and them always used to chuck it too. You know what I mean? Keep it Trini.
Yeah,
no
it's
doubt.
important that we rep we.
Right. So this first album now, Trapikal Gawd 1, right? So tell me how that came about. It's like, all right, so you're gonna turn artists big and put out a whole album, or did they have like 1 or 2 songs bubbling before that? It was just, or you just wanted to introduce yourself in this big way?
Artist album. Yeah. Because, bro, we have a production house. When I decide, when we make the decision, all right, cool. That's not. I have to make sure. Right? This is not on the radio. We online, and
yeah.
But I can't cuss on this end.
You could do it once.
All right, good. when you see we reach this stage where we having a camp and we producing music, getting ready for a tropical fete where we just make remix with soca and artists coming and perform the remix and thing. And Brooklyn down there, my next youth from Tobago, Ray production, big up yourself. All of we down there in Toko. We rent a big beach house. This is the beach, this is the house. You stand up in the house yard and you stand up in the beach here. So we have studio set up and we making real music. Them steady telling me, yo, artist class, you know. I said, bro, here what going on. Fuck it. We're going to do the artist thing. I'm going to put out a project. I'm going to do trap too, because you see all this trap, this whole trap movement we are building. Me and Jervey build Trapikal Lifestyle,
which was the event,
which was bare trap. That used to rock. that used to flatten. So we realized to have a little trap market in Trinidad. What?
Well, at the end of the day, you keep saying trap was hip hop.
Hip hop. Sorry.
Right. But no, understood.
We have a hip hop scene in Trinidad, but the way for we to make it boss way is if we rap it
different
in we Trini accent.
No doubt.
If we do that, we could hit heavy out there, bro. So I just decided to push that, and I also decided to set the bar high. Where like artists are gonna just say, well, I will drop a little one song. Nah, you need songs. We need consistent things. We need content. We need videos. We need visuals. That is not just one little piece. We need to look like what we're trying to sell. So when I realized let's have a window for that, I just jumped through the window and sat to build house and thing, you know.
Ladies and gentlemen, first class ravers. Our guest here today. You heard My Ends, which is off the first album, Travel, where you're getting to the Freakazoid, right? This is off the Trapikal Gawd album, Trapikal Gawd 2, that is out right now on all streaming platforms. He's our guest. We come back and we talk some more about what they hear, what on the album. Trap Run Tune!
10 girl in a van back. When they want the trippy vibes, me them contact. Boy, them say I stop producing the soca. Dog, I make $1 million selling soca beats. Cool now me get the money and older. They want buy me Scala and new Range Rover. Them love beef, but them are no stakeholder. Tell them boy, they tell let go make clothes, yeah. She on the Instagram every day in designer. Only fans with the digital gin and diner. 10 Guinness now I'm feeling like a Irish black man. The girl Africa, so dog she do it for the dollars. She bought it, she do it for the dollars. She bought it, she do it for the dollars. Broke, she bought it, she do it for the dollars. Uncle don't say them boy car sub troop on we name like Wrigley's. This is the big league, dog it and no sick leave. When we was out in the streets moving Wrigley's, them boy was inside dog watching Disney. The team always grinding, those things DC. Some of them say they grinding, nice big believe. Every time you see the team dog we so trippy. Them wanna know how we get it, punching with sleeve. Yeah, man a bad man. That is why she give me the on the law. Man a bad man. She give me the pussy on the law. She bad, she do it for the dollars. Yeah, she bad, she do it for the dollars.
You're listening to the grind.
You see this?
I ain't from the London.
You see this?
We just make cash, we just drink from headers get lashed. Man, who talk to the space and get bashed. Can get one stack of this trash. We don't take tough. I see it, we all the team boy, we don't play boy. Use a fresh man, that's the big. 8 times use a crack. I is the man, longer than me. Money won't get on me. Foot on the neck till they can't.
Hi, if you liked that video, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and tap the bell icon to get notified anytime we go live or post new videos. O.U.R radio.fm, your urban alternative.
Bubble that one in the back there, Trav. We've been playing that one, you know. I just take the album and just pick out what I like.
Yeah, I can't vex with you for that.
Right? I mean, yeah, I single, of course. We will play the singles,
of course.
But I like to find. I think you know, I just catch me royal to find new and great hip hop. I mean, it coming more and more and more. You all heard some stuff,
yes,
you know, coming in.
Some of them things that we were saying just now, tough. Some of the names I don't know, and some of the songs I never even hear, but tough.
We had to keep it locked.
All them friends, them big up. We just be locked in all the time. But you know we ain't gonna get to hear everything.
Facts.
But for the things that we hear, what was the person name just now?
Oh, Ren?
Ren.
With gas?
Big up yourself,
Big up to Ren, big up to Ren.
Big up your whole self.
Yeah, but hold up. Before we get back into it, yeah, man, big up the Daily Diesel, big up Red So Dread, 1K.
My brother.
Sika, any comments, uncle? Yeah. Big up to everybody locked on, man. Yeah, so we getting back into it. So Boom Shot now. So this team that you have here, and of course by extension is more people. Was this team put together before you started to go down this lane of making an album?
Yeah.
So
this happened long before artist class. So basically,
well, I know you and Choppy, yes.
Yeah.
But we have Brooklyn here today.
Let me start going to my left here. We have Brooklyn Decent, The Future, and then we have Steve-O.
Yeah, big up Steve-O. Yeah, big up Brooklyn.
Yeah, them general.
Well, I don't know.
Right?
So if you say so.
Yeah. So Brooklyn is our producer. Brooklyn is the new producer in Trinidad who holding up the flag in terms of for our team. First classy producer, and I ain't afraid to say this on the live. I take in a back seat where the production is concerned because I focusing on building this youth here.
Right.
You still produce.
So you're more mentoring now, and you know,
because
working.
I get that teaching from Douala, you know. So in life, man like to say, oh, I want to live and build a big company and do this and do that and do all kind of thing, but they ain't pass down no knowledge. So realistic, all you do is bull and make churn and make real money and lead the earth. You ain't really pass on what you learn and what you do to give somebody else to continue to build something substantial for the industry to stand up on that.
No doubt.
So for me, versatility is key in the game as a producer. And out of most of the youths who I work with, this is the man. I don't know much youths who could build a soca rhythm right now. It hard. Build a dancehall right now, tomorrow. It hard. Build a rap rhythm tomorrow. It hard. It's just, Brooklyn is just super versatile now. And for me, that is first class. We just build soca. We just build dancehall. We just build hip hop. We just build R&B. We just build EDM. It ain't about genre that we work with Ravi, BKI, all Chutney, everything we do, bro. Reggae, Prophet Benjamin, all of them. Every single genre, that is what I was repping all the time, always. I never rep one thing. I rep in music and die what I youth about.
Well, let me bring Brooklyn to the mic for a 1 second or 1 minute, you know what I mean? So Brooklyn, like you know, how did you, was it first meeting the team or class and whatever, you know what I mean? And what's, you know, what sort of things that you've learned from him thus far, you know?
Well, to be honest, class taught me a lot. Like, before I meet class, I thought I was the shit. To be honest.
I was just so before I meet Douala.
Yeah.
Right.
And then after I link up with him, and then I realize I still have more work to do. And then from there, we just started locking in the studio every day. Like literally every day and night. Like sometimes we leave in the studio like 5 o'clock in the morning and then getting back up at 11 and back again. And from doing that, I actually, he taught me a lot with everything. Writing, producing, even hearing certain notes. Like, it was crazy. It was crazy. And it happened so fast too. Just from locking in every day and just getting the grind, you know?
Consistency,
the grind.
Yeah,
no doubt. No,
it's 21 people.
Yeah, and yesterday's price is not today's price.
Come on! Stop real.
No doubt. So I want to talk to class again. So where does the phrase choppy it? I don't feel as a ranking thing comes from. Where that come from? Because that is all over the first album. I feel like the theme of the first album is like, I don't want certain people feeling as a ranking thing choppy.
I'll explain it. Class coming in the game as an artist is a cheat code.
Right.
Because I'm a producer. AKA, I could build as many beats and mix and master as many songs for myself that I want. We could put out a new song every day if we feel like. Ask them for some of the songs we have. So coming in the game as an artist when you were already a super producer is a cheat code. So men go say, men and them trying to ambush and gangster the game, or them building all the rhythm, they singing all the tune, anything. So which is why I say, let me make myself clear. I don't all you feel is a ranking thing, you know?
Right.
This is just an addition to the culture. You feel me? Another lane. Just like how Trinidad was created, and a whole different lane aside from reggae with I Sasha and all the people who sing reggae, and Marshall and Kesponji and Iwan, That's try everybody who sings soca, voice everybody. That is 2 lanes that is make money for artists and entertainers in Trinidad. If we add hip hop to that, where the Trini rap, the Trini bad, and the soca on that level where people flying, people touring, people family good, men making money, men business owner, you understand?
Yeah.
If we have that, then we're gonna start to do festivals. It's not just gonna be carnival alone. We're gonna have carnival, and we're gonna have the Trinidad festival, where it's all genres of music and people flying in here to see this.
Well, I'm glad you say that, and I'm glad it's coming from you, because at the end of the day, this is what I do in here with this program, with this station. That's what we do. We holding up and highlighting everything Trinidad and Tobago.
That is why I rate here, and that is why I rate this. I sure you don't even know this is the first interview I do in as artist class.
But that's why I like to hear. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, you have it first. The grind has it first, and you know I like that.
No,
I like that.
Real, no cap, bro. I don't have to tell you, plenty people call me and ask me for interviews. But in my head, also you as a hip hop head, bro. You're a man in the game from ground zero. It's happening. People who would see your show right now and say, "Boy, Matix, the thing," and Matix who's saying this, they don't even know the history of what you used to do before where hip hop is concerned, how much all your men hold up the hip hop thing. No doubt. When it wasn't really something in Trinidad.
I wanna.
When you asked me to do my interview, what my response was? I was like,
come on, bro.
I was like, use Matix.
All your paved road for we. Yeah, son.
No doubt. But I wanna share a story too. I mean, to any youth listening, I mean, you're looking at KLASE, you're hearing these stories on where he has reached and the great works that he's done. But I remember KLASE, youth man, teenager in the back of Soca Monarch, bracing everybody with a beat CD.
Come on.
And I want you listen this and ting, and he work your way network and network and network and network, and it's not no overnight thing. You know what I mean? Yeah, he have these relationships now because he grind, and this is the grind, and this is, we like to share these stories because you might not say it, so I go bring it up now. You know what I mean? And we always like to highlight where a man come from to where he is today. You know what I'm saying?
It don't happen overnight.
Yeah, no doubt.
Consistency.
But going back to you know what them feel is a ranking thing. Right. Anybody ever coast? Anybody coast on you? Because I'll tell you this, right? And people coming from me, so I had G14 classification here, right? Your album is both albums are if not the best hip hop albums in like the last 10 years in Trinidad and Tobago.
Facts, and I will only,
in my opinion, in my humble opinion,
too,
for this fact as well, that the fact that is an album you could put in and just bump. And you just put in and ride to and vibes. Correct. Yeah, the quality, but from start to finish is vibes. Men might disagree, and I big up to Mike Wise, because at the same time Mike Wise is a man who's always be putting out consistent content as well. So between you and him,
big up Mike Wise, same way, man.
Yeah, you know what I mean? That's it there, and it's so refreshing to hear, because when I put on our first album, I was like, okay, you know, we was playing my ends and Feng Shui and them thing, and when I heard the album, I was like, yo, this is a vibe.
Different approach.
But let me ask you about that now too, with the album. Was the goal behind putting out these albums, aside from introducing first class artists, boom, boom, boom? Is there, with your connections, is it to sign more artists from Trinidad, or put on these other producers or people in the camp, etc.?
Remember, I just explained who Brooklyn was, right? That over there is Steve-O. That's our new artist.
Okay. Well, and he's on this album.
He's on the album.
He wasn't on the first one. He was on the second album. This album that's out now.
My wrist.
Yes, sir. Big up to Sour Diesel.
Yeah, he was on the couch. He was on the bench for the first album. Yeah, he was doing their homework.
He was doing homework.
Shout out to my brother for life. Big up yourself.
Shout out to Trinidad James, who's going to be our guest after this, talking about homework.
James is a real one. Trinidad James is our big brother. Son, big up Trinidad James, bro, because he just hold up the culture too.
Yeah, now we're gonna get
somebody who doing his thing. What he's do for Trinidad, I find people don't give the man enough love and credit.
You're gonna give me flowers today, brother. Trust me today. But yeah, going back to that now. So so
if
as I say, Steve-O is a new artist. Boom, man. All right.
We have producers, artists, writers, fashion designers. That is what our team is about. Entertainment, bro. We're not about it's a lifestyle, it's a movement, and as I say, it's a family. People go see we outside and see man thing and handshake and thing, and want to know what kind of gang thing is that. It's not gang thing, it's family thing. So and you You don't know that because you're probably not a part of the family. You know what I'm saying? But I don't mean that in a bad way. Just we building right now, and we building something where youths could feel comfortable to be different.
Well, I would tell you this. You see the three artists on this song?
Right.
Sicka Flow, Red So Dread, and Dirty.
Yeah.
I would love that to hear some more work from them that all they produce.
Well,
some more solo things, so I could full up my hip hop bank, my hip hop playlist. Go song hard.
I promise you that any works. And all those names you call there have projects we're working on too.
And they are part of the
Trapikal family. Yes.
So Sicka, Dirty, Red So Dread. All right.
Nico Banks.
Nico, shout out to Nico. Yeah.
Steve-O, Brooklyn, Choppy, Class. Steve-O have a single dropping.
Yeah.
About a month or two called Hot Soup.
Well, right. Well, you know where to send it first.
Yeah,
Hot Soup.
Yeah.
All right.
I remember I tell you it first, Steve-O the girl in general.
All right.
That's all I can say, bro.
All right, no doubt. First Class. And so wait, hold on. Is it the Tropical Crew? Camp,
the Trapikal
Records
gang.
Label, Trapikal Gang.
Yeah.
The Trapikal Gang is in the building, First Class. So, all right, so we don't play what I wanted to play. We have the whole second album there. You tell me what you want to play.
Run Classy for me, please, because this is a real thing,
Run Classy.
You see the voice not in the beginning of the song? Somebody, Dirty. Dirty send me this and say, boy, people marking you, boy. I said, well, and I said, they want to know who is S-Class Rivers? Play the tune now, man. Classy.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you see I have on my Cuban. Specifically for this interview, I said today I'm putting on my Cuban.
I rate it.
Watch me, it's silver though, It's silver, but it's solid.
It's solid.
It's not hollow gold. It worth more than your hollow gold. You hear what I'm saying? Alright, me not lie. It's silver to it chrome now, you get?
Yeah, I said classic, man. Man, a lyricist, man. I get it.
You know what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen, First Class and the Trapikal Gang are here today. Yeah, so you know, we've been talking. The reaction to the album, was it surprising, the kind of reaction? Because I see people that was real loving it. Both albums, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Now, to be honest, bro, it was. Because when I did the first one, I'm not gonna lie, just like anybody else, you go get the little butterflies. You go question certain things. You go want to know if you're sounding good, if you're not sounding good, and all the different things. And you go hire people around you telling you yeah, but you go have people around you as well who will tell you no. Because that is one of the most important things, in a healthy team.
Facts.
You have to be able to tell your teammate, nah, that's not good enough, or that could be better, or you could do that better. I know that you could do that better than that now. And that is the kind of support system that we have in the family now.
So going from Trapikal Gawd 1 to 2, what did you think that you could have improved on that you improved on in this album, or did differently, you know what I mean?
Bro, everything. Sonics, music, delivery, diction, everything from an artist and a musician perspective. Everything just grew and evolve. So Trapikal Gawd 1 was a sophomore year, first year in the college, you dig? Now we fully in tune, me and the professors, and I'm good.
Your freshman year?
Yeah. Everything governed now to the point where we starting to bring in other students.
Right.
And teach them.
And I saw on your social media when you were creating, I don't know if it was this one or the first one, you had a whiteboard. And one of the things was less is more.
He write that, Choppy write that.
And explain why.
Because sometimes when you're working, you want your thing to be so good, it's like cooking. You want this pot to taste so good that you end up putting too much sugar when you was bringing the chicken.
Right.
And you fuck up the pot. I don't know that less is more. With music, you don't need to crowd up the thing too much. Sometimes you have to let the music breathe. Sometimes you have to let music play. Sometimes you're looking for a phrase or a line or something to put in a song, and it needs the music to play. So less is more.
And when it comes to the creation of the album and the songs, I mean, is it when it comes to the writing, you know, me more specifically, think is it a team effort? So like you know, you go Choppy go say nah, say this, or Choppy go come and give a line, or or the whole team has an input.
The whole team have input, and it also have. Choppy could pull up on me and say, yo, I heard this for you last night here. Look at that song there. Same way, Chops will be doing anything. I say, yo, I hear this for you, look at song here.
Right.
Or I will play something for him and he will say, that bad enough, but could you take out this verse here? Let me part verse there.
Right.
And that might sound better. Or Uncle might say that, or Chad might say that, or so on. Or Uncle might be doing something and I might tell him, nah, you should do this. Steve might be doing something and Brooklyn will tell him, but you know, I was playing it for Choppy and Choppy tell me we could change this chorus here, this could be better. So it is always be a team effort now, right?
No doubt, no doubt. And
no ego too.
I never put out nothing.
Huh?
I never put out anything. Since I meet class, rocking like this, I never put out anything without being like, yo, you think we good there?
Same. You just need that extra ears now. Especially when you listen to something over and over. You get married to it now. You start to not see all the flaws. You start to accept it for what it is now. Yeah, it's like a kusume in your own sauce, you know.
Big up the Jammets and them kusume. Word of the week, well, I know the word of this week. But,
and one of the important things for me with the writing is concerned is, if you listen good, we have a lot of Trinidadian references and Trinidadian slangs.
Purposefully.
Correct. We putting in the culture, anything, and trying to educate. That is my. You asked me earlier, what is the plan? You do the first album, you do the second. The plan is to educate. To educate who? The world about Trinidad and our culture. This is just one part of it, you know. They already know about soca and calypso and the dancehall side. It have rappers in Trinidad, bro, that if you put them next to J. Cole, or you put them next to The Baby, or you put them next to Lil Baby or any one of them, they're just as bad. And I'm not talking about myself.
Yeah, for sure.
You understand? You know that. We have rappers here that could go line for Meek Mill and any one of them men. The world just don't know that yet. And the world not going to get switched on to that if we're not doing it like we.
No doubt. Well, that's something I always say. I always told people that because, all right, we passed the point of accent, you know what I mean? And now it's sound. You know what I mean? Because I always use this reference, right? Where Andre 3000 said, when you go to New York and you're amidst the concrete jungle and you're riding in the train and there's only buildings and you see a patch of grass for blocks, you understand why New York sounds the way it sounds. When you go LA and it's open space and beaches and things, sunshine. You understand why it sounds. So therefore, what does Trinidad and Tobago Caribbean hip hop sound like? It's not just a man rapping in a Trini accent. It's more than that now. You know what I mean? And I believe that's something you all and others are trying to accomplish. You know what I mean? So much respect for that.
Big love.
First class, our guest here today. The album is called Trapikal Gawd 2 and 1. I mean, the way music set up, you can go and stream both of them now.
Yeah, one time, do it.
Yeah, one time.
Yeah.
So I mean, so what's after this now? So 2 albums back to back. What are we looking for from the Trapikal Gang? Is it a rollout of the other artists, or a Trapikal Gawd 3, or what?
I could tell it. Listen, let me consult the board.
It's grinding. You get release thing. Alright, you know, man, that's plan and thing. You know.
Alright, so next year we're not doing an album.
Right.
We're taking a break from doing an album next year. Trapikal Gawd 3 will be 2023. Yeah.
Vibes.
But also, you know what I mean? It have something that will replace that space.
Right.
Yeah, next year we're doing 52 songs. 1 song a week. Brand new song every Friday.
That's what's up. So from January,
first Friday
in January
to the last Friday in December,
in the middle of the carnival,
brand new song from class.
Trapikal,
it could be class with the gang, could be class alone. Just they're gonna get 52 in the tail.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it. Yeah. Brothers, I want to thank you all for passing through.
Love,
you know what I mean?
Love. Big love.
Before we go, all right, tell me what song you want to close off the interview with now. I feel we could the Myris. With Steve O, man. Let the world hear Steve O. Let the world hear him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but before we go, was that Trump? Yeah. Before we go, anything that you want to leave the listener with, the viewers with right now?
Yes. Turn off that music there, please, my brother. I talking to the youths. Be unique. Be bold. Be strong. And don't let nobody tell you that you can't do anything, because anything that you set your mind to, you could do it. That's me there.
Ladies and gentlemen, first class, our guest. This one is called My Wrist. Hold on, Steve, we can get live up.
body, me say my wrist shiny. Bring to bad girl for me body. See the internet be
first class.
Some boy go live your first life, anything ever. She call me Monster every time she want a bad man take off her panty. Yeah, criminal, me thump it roughly. She get the anaconda, now she love me. Yeah, yeah, I ain't a money mood. I need a big body girl with a attitude.
Yeah,
let me go.
Like Ola, voulez-vous? Puis on the coast of France, I boss hula hoops. I say my wrist
is shiny.
Bring two bad girl for me body. See the internet be for me not in. Cause some boy go lay down in a alley. My wrist and neck it's shiny. Bring two bad girl for me body.
Ladies and gentlemen, the world premiere, the debut of Steve-O.
Ready. Me have some brothers on the team love movie brothers. Better stop fuck wrong and play with brothers. Classy have a new XAS on it a bus. 9 in the clip on it a one day on top. On the tip it up she wa give me slap because she feeling naughty as a touchy party. 3, 4 them a mock me. She with this place is flashy. Dig out the whole punani.
You're listening to the grind.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I tell you the youths them steamy.
Yes, my brother, thank you for coming through. Blessing us up. You know what I mean? Big up to the gang, big up to the team. And just keep sending more music. As soon as men drop, send music, you know what I mean?
We sending it for you first.
Alright, no doubt.
Did you function right now? You going to answer the girl and release?
Yes, sir! You heard it first!
The grind.
Hi! If you liked that video, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and tap the bell icon to get notified anytime we go live or post new videos. O.U.R radio.fm, your urban alternative.